Hi! I thought I would do this video because a ton of you have been wondering if I've purchased anything new since I started working where I work. If it's not obvious, hop on my social media on my Instagram and you'll pretty much kind of just get it. So I thought I would switch it up and do a haul. I haven't done a haul in a while. Some of you guys were requesting me to do a haul on planner supplies, which I will be doing. I need to reorganize that video in my head because I swear it's so... I went to like 4 or 5 different stores, so it's a little bit intense. So I kind of got to narrow things down and maybe split it up into, but I haven't done a makeup haul in a while and I want to put this stuff away. It's been chilling on the side of my vanity for so long. I'm just so over it and I was like, I need to put this stuff away. And I was like, let me just film this haul video so I can get it out of the way. So this is stuff that I've picked up recently from MAC, maybe within the past 2 months or so. I would say since like end of November till about now. So I went a little lip liner crazy. I have a ton of lip liners already. But some of these are repurchases and some of them are just new stuff that I've never had. I picked up Bittersweet, which is one of my favorite liners to use with like a warm brown kind of cognac lip. You guys know I've been hella into brown. This is a Pro Longwear lip pencil and it's a really beautiful kind of warm chocolatey brown, if you will. And Bittersweet is the perfect word for it because it looks like bittersweet chocolate. In contrast to that, I picked up Chestnut, which is a little bit more cool toned. I love it. This is what I used a lot before I even found Bittersweet. And I don't know what happened to it. It just went missing. Chestnut is that classic brown that everybody should have if you don't have like a really nice dark brown lip liner. So this one's Bittersweet. That one is Chestnut. Bittersweet has like a very slight hint of red, I guess you could say. A cognac brown is like the perfect way to describe that, and Chestnut is like a classic brown. Not that it's more cool tone, it's pretty warm tone to me, but I guess everybody's a little bit different. Stone is a really definitely cool tone brown that I'm absolutely in love with these days. I could use this all over my lips and it's so beautiful. This one is Stone. Again, sorry about all the light coming in here, and sorry about how ratchet my nails look. Whirl is another favorite of mine. I've had this one for a while, but I just thought I would include it because a lot of you guys were wondering. So that one is Whirl. It is like my perfect lip color, but better. You know how everybody loves to say that? This is my version of that. Whirl is a beautiful, beautiful rosy lip color. It's like perfect for me. Then I also picked up Boldly Bare. Boldly Bare is a little bit pinker. This is that lip liner you want to use if you want to like overline your lips because it's like that perfect kind of rosy, fleshy, kind of peachier, peachy pink type of tone. It's beautiful. So if you want to like kind of overline your lips and make them look not swollen, but you know, like definitely plumper, Boldly Bare is the one to use. I love this one. I use it on my clients more than myself. On myself it's really pale, which is totally fine, but I use it a lot on my clients. Spice is also a favorite of mine. This one was a repurchase. I had it before and have no idea what happened to it. I was using Subculture for the longest time and I was like, you know, I was looking for Spice and I can't seem to find it. So this one is Spice. So I just repurchased it because I was like, I don't even feel like digging. When I moved, I lost so much makeup. So, I mean, you know, just working where I work now, I gotta wear like all kinds of different things. And it's made me, you know, feel more inspired to like try all the MAC stuff that I have. And I was like, I swear I had more stuff than this. And like, I remember purchasing things in the past, but I tend to lose things, you know? This one is a repurchase. This one is Current. If you don't have Current, you need it in your life. When in doubt, Current your way out, like legit. Current looks good on everybody. Like everybody needs this liner. It's one of the best liners that we carry. Love, love, love. And this one, I think this one is discontinued. I picked mine up at a CCO. We're affiliated with them, just FYI. That's why you see a lot of MAC stuff there, because it's all umbrella under Estee Lauder. Cremola is really pretty. I can't think of a liner that it can compare to though. Maybe Oak, kind of, sort of. But yeah, Cremola is a really popular color. I haven't seen it in hella long though. A lot of people tend to get Sublime Nature or Sublime Culture. Sublime Nature. Sublime Nature, I think is what it's called. And then Cream of Spice, and there's a lot of other cream stick liners. But cream stick liners, a lot of them are getting phased out. We only have so many in permanent stock now. While we're on the subject of lips, I picked up a ton of lipsticks. This one is Sis. I've never owned this one before. I don't know why, I just never picked it up. I never thought it was very pretty, and I tried it in store and I absolutely love it. It is a really beautiful kind of neutral nude lip that leans like yellowish almost. I don't know how to describe it, but I absolutely love this color. For anyone who doesn't have it, you need this in your life. A lot of people were like, it's not that pretty, but it's pretty. You just need to try it on, I promise. Some girl came in and I recommended it to her because she was like, I'm looking for a nice nude lip, you know, kind of like on the cooler tone side. It's not really cooler tone, but it leans a little yellowish. And it was hella funny. She put it on and she goes, oh my god, my girl said I look hella thoughty. And I was like, okay, first there's Fleek and now there's thoughty. Or thought, or whatever. What the I don't know what it is with you youngins, but I can't even. I was wondering to myself, I was like, is this how 30-year-olds felt when I was a youngin saying things like that? Like, the language, I swear, changes with every generation, I'm telling you. But I don't even know. Thoughty? Like, what is that? Another lipstick I picked up that this is an oldie but goodie. Again, another lipstick that I had and lost. This one is Touch. It's one of my favorite natural lip colors. I purchased this a long time ago in high school when a friend of mine purchased it. Janet, if you're watching this is all your fault. This is a color that I've loved for a very long time. So if you're into browns and you're not really into the really rich browns and you want to start off kind of softer and, you know, merge your way in, Touch is a really great color to have. I love this color. It looks really pretty on a lot of people. It's a color that a lot of people tend to forget about. You guys know I picked up Brave because I've mentioned this, I think, in a favorites video. Brave is super pretty. It's one of my favorite pinks. It looks good on a lot of people as well. It's really, really beautiful. If you have Soar lip liner or Dervish, if you have my skin tone, Whirl would be the one. But if you guys are looking for that perfect kind of, you know, 90s mauve-y type of lip, this is a really good one to try. I definitely recommend that for more olive-y kind of medium tan skin tones. I also picked up Fresh Brew. I could not find this in store for the longest time. I was hella waiting for it to come in stock and I was getting so irritated. This is kind of a cool tone nude. This one is Fresh Brew right here. I've loved this one for a very long time. Another lipstick that I lost. And I found mine at the CCO because it wasn't coming in stock in store for like the longest effing time. Oh my god. And then finally we got it back in stock and I was like, oh my god, it's about time. Huh. It's like a notch lighter than Touch-ish, sort of. It reminds me a little bit of, it's like a warmer version of Sis and a lighter version of Touch, if that makes any sense. Some people like nudes that aren't so rich and so heavy, so these lusters are really wonderful to do that if you just want, you know, that kind of nice coast of color across your lips. I also picked up Cyber. I remember when I first got this color a long time ago and I was like, this is the Foxy Brown color. I read an article a long time ago. This is Cyber right here. It's a beautiful, really rich black purple. When I first heard about this color, like back in the 90s-ish, I read a magazine that said this was Foxy Brown's favorite color, and back then when Foxy was the shit, she was my girl. Like, I loved her. So I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. And for some reason, I just never ended up getting it, and that always stuck in my mind that this is like Foxy's color. So I was like, you know what? Everybody's all about that vampy lip. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'll just get it. I'm gonna just bite the bullet and get it. I have so many vampy lip colors that I guess I just never thought of getting it, but it's a classic cult favorite. If you need a vampy lip color in your life, you can never go wrong with it. It's always gonna look good. I also picked up Faux. This one is a lighter version of Brave, so I'm gonna put it right next to it. This one is Brave and this one is Faux. Faux is a little bit lighter. It's a little softer, I guess you could say. It's not as rich and not as blue based as Brave is, I guess you could say. They're very close together, but it's just like a notch lighter. So for those of you who feel like Brave is like a little too pink for you, try out Faux. Faux looks a little bit more nuder on the lips though, because it is a little bit more nude. It's a little lighter, but I love the way it looks with Whirl lip liner. It looks so pretty, so I'm all about it. Also from the CCO, I picked up a Pro Longwear lip cream. We should have this in stock at store, but it just hasn't come in stock lately. So I was like, dang it, I just want to get it. This one is a really beautiful mauve rose, and it's called Till Tomorrow. So if you guys want that long wearing version of a 90s lip, this is a really good one to use. That with like Spice or Whirl is a really great combination for a medium tan skin tone if you do want that 90s lip. So I love Pro Longwear ones. They literally don't move. Like literally they stay. Like once they dry and they set, you can't wipe them off. And they're almost kiss proof, I feel like. I love them. They're so good, but I just wish that we had more colors. We're phasing out so many of them and couldn't tell you which ones are getting discontinued and which ones we're keeping, unfortunately. Because I'm into that rosy pink lip, I also picked up Ample Pink. This was a recommendation from a friend of mine. And I don't know why I never paid attention to it. I kind of strayed away from MAC lip glosses for a long time, but I have so many of them, and I always buy at least 1 or 2 from a collection. But plush glosses, I forget, are so, they're so plush on the lips, literally, like they feel so good. So I don't know why I avoid them. There's another one that I want called Big Baby. It's so pretty, but plush glosses are like so underrated, and I don't know why. They feel so wonderful on the lips. They're so good. I also picked up 2 pairs of 35s, one of which I'm wearing today. 35s, they look like that. This is a new pair. These are by far my favorite MAC lashes ever in life. I love these lashes. I would constantly wear these. A lot of the times you guys ask me what lashes I'm wearing in a lot of my pictures, and most of the time lately they've been these or the 48s. I've been toggling in between. I even stack them and they look so pretty together. I also love 36s and 7s together. I tend to stack them a lot because I love the way they look, and you're technically not supposed to put mascara on them. So if I want them a little bit thicker, I'm not afraid to, you know, stack them and get them all dramatic. But I love 35s. They look so good. They look funny in the case. When I first saw them, I was like, why do people like these? They look so weird. But they're almost like wispies when they're on. My only issue is that they're very straight. And I learned from a coworker of mine to curl them with a spoon. Genius idea. So smart. Definitely love the 35s. And then of course my regular 48s. I love these. I also have the 43s, but I always grab the 48s because they're a little bit longer and they're really even all the way across the eye. I just learned this, so for those of you guys who didn't know, these are also back to MACable. I personally recently learned this, and I've been a MAC client for like forever, and I was like, how come no one ever told me that? The good part is I never tossed them because I keep them to keep my other lashes like intact, so I'm glad I never tossed them. And I was lucky enough to get a chance to back them before I started working for the company. So I was like, what the hell? But yeah, for those of you guys who didn't know, you could totally back these. A lot of customers didn't know that. So just FYI. Alright, I picked up a Pro Longwear paint pot in soft ochre. I had the old one, like the old one, the regular one, and it was so dried out that I was like, I need to get rid of you. So I got rid of that one. I can't decide if I like painterly or soft ochre better, but to be honest, soft ochre is just more yellow and painterly is just more pink. So it kind of just depends on what kind of eyeshadows I'm about to use, and that's how I choose which one I like. The Pro Longwear paint pots are absolutely amazing. I love them way more than the older. They're much more creamier and they really, really last. Like literally my eyeshadow does not crease with them. With the old ones, I feel like they creased a little bit, but I've been really grabbing this and our 24-hour eye base, which I absolutely love. By the way, I will be doing a review on that one. Picked up 2 new eyeshadows in palette form. This one is the Pro Longwear color in Uninterrupted. I gotta tell you guys, I love this color so much. I love this color so much. Everybody needs this color in your life. Like it's so beautiful. I don't know what it is about this damn color, but it's just so good. This, you could use it as a contour, you could use it on your eyes, and it's just so warm and it leaves a little bit more yellow, and I really enjoy using it. It's so beautiful on the lids. It's really a color that you would never initially grab, but it looks so pretty when it's on. So I really enjoy this color. For those of you guys who, honestly, I haven't tried a color that looks like this. I've tried a lot of brands, you guys know that, but it's really hard to find a yellow base brown, and definitely this is one of the really good ones that I've ever seen. I also picked up Goldenrod. I have Chrome Yellow, but I picked up Goldenrod because it's a little bit more golden, as you can see. It's not as bright and stark yellow. This is really nice, so if you want, I mean, I wear a lot of like orangey brown eyeshadows, as you guys can tell, so this is a really good kind of blender, or kind of a good way to just sort of fade into a brown, or kind of like make it a little bit more warmer. This with Uninterrupted looks so pretty. I learned it from one of my trainers. Just a nice like soft kind of warmer sunny eye. It's just so beautiful. I might have to do a tutorial to make it all understand. I also picked up a couple blushes. I've been wanting this color for a really long time. I don't know why, I just never picked it up. It was the Pro color before, but most stores should have it now. This is Cantaloupe. It's one of the best peachy blushes you could ever find from MAC. There you go. So beautiful. If you like peaches or Melba, this is definitely a really pretty color to try. It's a little bit more warmer than Melba, I feel like, on the cheeks. Melba has a little bit more pink in it, but it's very comparable. And then I also picked up Peaches, which is a little bit brighter. This is exactly how it sounds. It's a very peachy blush. This is more peachier than Melba. Melba's a little bit softer, I guess you could say. This is definitely more orangey. Peaches is super pretty. It looks good on almost every skin tone. A lot of people tend to not gravitate towards it because they feel like it's kind of bright. It's actually really not, but I promise you it's so pretty. But definitely I've been wanting these two for a very long time. I also picked up Peony Petal, which is really pretty. So beautiful. Like, the camera is not going to do this justice. I know this is like the weirdest angle ever, but that is the best way to see the color. Blush. This is a really great blush for like a monochromatic look, like something that you want to put on your eyes and also like your cheeks, and then kind of offset it with a soft pink lip. So pretty. I got 2 different brow pencils. I got a replenishment of my brunette eyebrow pencil, the twisty up style, and then this was a mistake. We grabbed the wrong one, but I ended up getting the Volux brow pencil, which actually I am pleasantly surprised that I very much enjoy. There was a picture that I posted on Instagram, and I got a comment saying, I love the softer brows, they look so pretty, and this is what I used. It is a little bit ashier and it's definitely a little bit softer, but I really like it. It's literally like putting powder on your brows. It's pretty cool. So I might have to do a tutorial on that because I was actually very pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh shit, this is the wrong one, but it looks really nice, so I'm not complaining. I like that I have different brow products to try all the time, but definitely the brow pencil in brunette is one of my favorites. I did also pick up the Volux one in brunette, although I think that the deep dark brunette might be better, but I actually like that I have a softer colors because then it gives me some choices to use. I also picked up a couple different mineralized skin finishes and sculpting powders. I picked up a new MSF Natural in medium tan. This is what I have over my Matchmaster foundation today. I like this color a lot better. The other color I had was medium deep, I believe, and it just looked a little reddish on me. Even when I'm tanner, like I have to be really tan to be able to wear it, but I feel like it just leaned a little bit reddish. So when they expanded the line, because they changed the packaging, they expanded the line, also created new shades. So I was like, oh, finally, more yellower shades. So there's a lot of like more golden tones like in between, and medium tan is definitely one of my favorite colors. So I use this to sort of, you know, coast over and kind of diffuse everything. I really enjoy this color. I'm not a fan of the packaging, but I get it that there's a mirror in there. The weird part is there's a mirror in there, but yet no compact in there technically, so it's kind of weird. But anyway, love that color now. That's what I use as my setting powder these days. For my bronzer slash contour, you guys know that I've been using the medium dark. Let me grab it. This is the old packaging before they changed it, but I use dark MSF Natural to usually bronze up my cheeks and kind of warm them up, but lately I've been grabbing for dark deepest, and I love this so much more. This is a really great contour that's not too warm and not too cool. It's right in between. This is a color that's really great for contouring if you don't want to contour and bronze at the same time, I guess you could say. But this is what I use as my contour today, what I've been using lately as my contour. It just blends so effortlessly, and it's really great at deepening. So sometimes I'll even use this and then put the dark on top of it, or I'll do dark and then put this on top of it, whichever. Or I'll use my sculpting powder in dark, which I also picked up. I love these sculpting powders, by the way. They're absolutely amazing on the skin. But I picked up the sculpting powder in dark. I'm debating if I should have gotten dark deepest or dark deep or whatever, but I actually like the dark. It's a little bit softer, so it kind of works out. So sometimes I'll do this and then put the dark deepest on top of it, and it creates a really beautiful contour that is soft but deep at the same time. So it doesn't look harsh and it doesn't look like it's not blended in. They're so easy to blend. It just looks so beautiful. May have to do a tutorial on that too. I picked up my brush cleaner, of course. Always use that stuff. I also picked up a couple of foundation pumps. Some of you guys have asked me which pump is on the True Match foundation. I only would recommend using the MAC pump on the True Match foundation if you plan on storing it upright, because if not, if you guys could tell, it leaks through. So if you guys lay it sideways, it's totally gonna leak through. I feel like it's just a little bit big, but this does fit the double wear perfectly. So if you guys are looking for a pump for your Estee Lauder double wear, this is a great one to use, and it doesn't leak through. It's like the perfect size. Again, we're all umbrellaed under Estee Lauder, so of course it fits. So just FYI, if you guys are looking for that, there's some foundations I have that I hate not having pumps for, so I just picked up a couple random ones just so that I could pop them on top of my foundations that don't have pumps. I also picked up the Fast Response Eye Cream. You guys know I love this stuff. I used to have an old bottle of it a long time ago. Of course, it got old, so I stopped kind of repurchasing it after a while because you guys know I used to work at Sephora, so I got eye cream gratis up the hoo-ha. But now that I'm over at MAC, this is just so much more easier to attain. I love this stuff. I use it every single day. I'm obsessed, so I had to pick up another bottle of it. I love this stuff, so I was like, I need a backup of it. I love it. And then I also got one for my kit, so I got 2 of these actually. One of my favorite primers of the moment is the Natural Radiance Primer. I think I mentioned this in a Hypes and Grabs video that I wasn't really sure if I liked it or not. My only issue with this primer is it can break me out really horribly. I have another friend of mine that also experienced the same thing. I love this primer so much. It's really great at controlling oil and giving your skin a really beautiful soft glow. It's very similar to my Makeup Forever HD number 6 primer from back in the day. They don't make it anymore. It's a different color now, I think, and they call it like a step 1 type of primer. It's a different name, but it does the same thing. But of course I wanted to try this one out, and I have tried it out before, and I was like, you know, I really love this stuff, but then I don't. So I don't use this all the time, but I love this stuff. Like, I love it. I don't use it all the time, and I wish I could, to be honest. But I picked up the one in yellow. There's a pink one, and I got the yellow one because, of course, my skin tone. And then last but not least, I picked up a new bottle of my Face and Body. I used to use shade C6, which you guys could tell. I don't know if you guys could see, but it's like all the way about this far. I love this stuff to death. C5 is actually a better color for me because it leans a little bit more yellowish. So if you guys are my skin tone and you guys are like, what color do you use? What color would be perfect? I would actually recommend, because I'm a little bit more golden, I actually would recommend C5. C6 is okay. It's just a little bit tanner. So this is actually perfect for me when I came back from the Philippines. For some reason I was able to use it even like when I'm this skin tone. It works just fine, but C5 looks better, I should say. So they both work for me, but C5 definitely looks better. So if you're like an NC42, I would definitely recommend using C5. If you're like an NC43, 44, then you could go for the C6. So that's what I picked up from MAC as part of our core collection, I should say. There are some limited edition products that I purchased as well. I'm going to do a separate video for that because it's going to be extremely long. But hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I haven't done a haul video in a really long time, and hopefully you guys are inspired to like go try out some new things. If you guys have any questions on anything that I purchased or want to see tutorials on anything that I purchased, please leave comments down below to let me know. Otherwise, I will see you guys soon. Bye!